Alright, you guys seem to absolutely love the best knives under $200 video, so we're going to take it back another step, and we're going to go to the best knives under $100 you can buy right now at the beginning of August 2024 in Counter-Strike 2. We're not going to waste any time, we're going to get right into it, and I have changed to default gloves as well, so you can see how it will actually look with the default gloves. Now, I've got 10 options here. The first one is going to be a well-worn black laminate Bowie knife. This comes in right on the $100 mark, as a lot of these come pretty close to the $100, and these prices are accurate as of the 31st of July. So if there's a bit of variance in a month or two's time, that'll be why. But overall, super sick blade. I think the Bowie knife just looks incredibly good, and if you do get gloves in the future, obviously it's now got the left hand back, but overall, just a really cool, mean blade. Now, one of the most common go-tos is going to be the rust coat when it comes to knives under $100. So the one I've picked here is going to be a Huntsman knife rust coat. Now, it's in Battle Scarred. I've gone for a 0.7 float here just to sort of showcase a very high wear. This is Battle Scarred, $97. Just to note, for the black laminate Bowie, I would suggest going for broken hand gloves unhinged, as like once you upgrade to gloves, that's what you want to go for. And in this case, I think you'd be looking at hand wrapped constrictor, would look pretty good. Another one that's right on the $100 mark is going to be the gut knife Brightwater. This one is factory new though, and this is a really good pickup if you're planning. It doesn't have to be themed, but if you want to go for a blue loadout down the line, this is really nice. One of the things I love about the gut knife is the draw animation. It's the same as a Huntsman, but it's actually really clean, especially if you've like just taken an op shot and you want to change. Hold on, you want to change the knife, like boom, you know, just. I like that animation. I think it's pretty cool. Like I say, really good start then. Doesn't have to be themed, but if you wanted to go for a blue loadout, this is sick. And polygon gloves or cobalt skulls and battle scarred would be kind of like the next step you look at for gloves. Now, just to remind you guys, we are running a giveaway this week, and it's going to be for an M41S Nightmare in minimum wear. All you have to do to enter this is make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then make sure you leave a comment down below of your favorite knife under $100 down below. And yeah, good luck to those entering. Let's get back to it. The next set I'm going to have is going to be field tested Shadow Daggers Lure. Now, the thing I like about these for field tests, you can see it doesn't really take too much of a beating. It's not quite as clean as factory new would be, but they still look really good. And my big thing for the lure is I want to get that like Norse pattern, as much of it as possible on the blade. So $98 for this. Obviously, it's fixed across their issue. You get two knives. The pattern looks crazy good. I just love this. I mean, if you want to then go for cheap gloves to pair with it, I think you want to look at like field tested, broken fan gloves, yellow banded. Now, we're going to go for the Ursus knife, which is one that I always have issues with the handle, but what I like here is that the handle actually kind of pairs in with the skin. So this is a Beryl Forest minimum wear for $96. You just got to see the rare animation, which is super cool. Just flicking it through is really cool like that. And then the draw animation, there is a rare one. The standard one is a bit lackluster, but overall, that's the rare. $96 for this, and then you're going to look at getting some like hand wraps, Abriel, and field test for pretty cheap down the line. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to go back to the gut knife to pick up a blue steel, because I actually think this is one of the times where the brown handle actually comes in and looks pretty good. So I've gone battle scarred blue steel here, which is about $90. It used to go more purple than it does, which is a shame, but overall it still looks pretty good for a $90 knife. Getting a nice draw animation and just the blade looking pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. I think it's probably one of the best in here. And I don't know, you could go with a mix of gloves here. You can go for unhinged, you can go for hand wrapped leather. Really, there's a nice option of like 4 or 5 different gloves that could be cheap that you could pair with this. Now, a knife that I really like and is actually the cheapest in this loadout is going to be the Survival Knife Forest DD-Pat. This is $85 for minimum wear. Not only are you getting a clean knife here, it has an incredibly cool blade. I put this on like the same sort of level as the Huntsman. Huntsman just a little bit above, but like just having a cool blade. And this is a case where the one... Aesthetically, the one issue sometimes people have is the handle and how it looks. It looks like cheap black plastic. I think it looks better here. Still cheapy plastic, but looks better with the color theme matching, which is kind of nice. This has a very cool rare draw animation. Oh, I just got it and then I went off it. It took a while, but I just got it. So I think that's really cool. I just think it's like rare animation and then the standard draw animation. You know, just the standard draw just lets it down a little bit. Only downside I have. Outside of that, really good budget knife. And then another knife, it's one of the newer ones. It just seems to be hated. I don't understand why. It's going to be the paracord knife. I can understand a conversation around, okay, the animations aren't the best. It does have a rare draw animation, and it does have a rare inspect animation too. But I know the standard draw is kind of the issue. It's just that lackluster draw animation, but $90 here for a field test urban mask. Again, this is one I actually really like the handle, the grip on this, because it is the paracord wrap. Like, it fits the name of the knife, and that is a style of knife, right? That's really cool. And then the blade is kind of mean as well. I guess it's just maybe a lack of finishes on the knife at the minute. and the animations not being like these crazy A tier, S tier animations. But overall, rocking this for $90 and then getting something like Moto Glove Smoke Out, it would look sick. I've gone back to Shadow Daggers to pick up the Ultraviolets. Now, these in field test will run you about $90. Honestly, you can see here with the default T gloves, these actually work really well. But if you wanted to look at gloves in the future, it's going to be a bit more expensive than the other suggestions because you have to get purple. It's going to be driver gloves, Imperial Blue, and field tested. Cheaper options would be going for the Unhinged once again, just for that black contrast. But I like how the purple looks on these, and the black blades on the daggers do be looking pretty mean. And then the last inclusion, to tilt some people, is going to be a Navaja knife. It is Crimson Web, it is field tested, but it's $90. And honestly, I kind of like how the Crimson Web looks with the default T-glove, so at least there, it's going to be looking good. Long term, you could go Crimson Web gloves, you could go for knot gloves. There's a lot you could do here to build a bit of a contrast loadout. I will say, Navaja ain't my favorite, but when you're talking under $100, to be able to get a good finish like the Crimson Web, this is definitely good. And that rounds us off. That is 10 different knives under $100 in CS2 right now that I think are worth picking up. What I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below is which one was your favorite, and also if you think I've missed one, please let me know as well. Outside of that, I want to say a big thank you to the YouTube members that continue to support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. All your lovely names are going to be over on that side of the screen. If you aren't aware, you can become a YouTube member by hitting the join button down below. It gives you all the information about the perks and all of that goodness. Outside of that, I'm going to end it there, guys. Make sure you enter the giveaway, and good luck in that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.